Okay, my name is Lottie Reed, and I am the manager of the Golden Leaf Club, located at 1522 Harrison Street. We are a membership club, so we encourage people to become a member. It's very easy to become a member. Just come in and apply. Just be a part of history. We're community-based. We've been here going on 101 years in the same place, and we've always been a part of this community. This whole area here was mainly black. We had our own grocery stores. We had our own restaurants. We had our own barbershops. Everything black owned. And then, of course, what came through? The expressway. And they totally took out black communities. Never have read where they took out a white community. And then you had the IMA downtown. And the IMA downtown was kind of segregated at that time. The black people were not allowed to go see the entertainment until after midnight. And the white people went from 8 to 12. Black people went from 1 to 4. So a lot of your entertainers that came into town, even if they weren't entertaining, they would stop here because this was the #1 place in Flint for blacks to come. But I had took over this club when I was 46. The time the gentleman was getting ready to leave. So I offered to take it over. I don't know actually what inspired me to. Sometimes I wonder. I've been working since I was 18. Actually, I did co-op class, so I've been working since I was probably 15. It's been a long time. I've been working a lot of years, so never get discouraged. I think it's challenging when you're a woman, basically in a man's world. Always look for classes that can help you do better in the business area that you're trying to get in. And a lot of classes are free. And look for grants because you gotta make money before you can spend money. Take that step forward. If you feel like it's something you want to do, try it, because you'll never know how successful you can be if you don't take that first step. So I tell them, if that's what you want to do, get out and work for it and go after it, and believe in yourself. I think I kind of might always be around. I have no idea who I would pass the torch to, but it would have to be someone who would want to improve and love the club as much as I do and as much as the people before me did. Say Flint is a wonderful place to be. We'll survive. We'll probably be another Ann Arbor.
Hi, my name is Tanaja Farrell, and I am the owner and founder of Le Bar. I funded this place. I took it with every grain of ounce of hope that I had in my body to step out on faith, take a risk, and just give it all I had, because I knew that my city would love this. They would be appreciative of this, and they've never seen anything like this. So, that's how I came up with Le Bar. Le Bar is the parent company for my other businesses. I have a few other businesses, which consist of Straight Beat No Chaser, which is a cosmetic company, and a hair line. This is one of my wigs, and this is a straight closure unit, and it was just cut it wasn't colored. This is its natural state actually right now. So I usually just put it on and go. But it's really convenient, really easy. It's glueless, so you can just put it on your head and just be on it. And then I also have the Oh So Low show, which is, it was manifested by and on behalf of my daughter. Started off as a YouTube channel and then it expanded to a boutique line. Le Bar houses both companies, in which it becomes a parent company to the sister companies. I would say it took me a year to actually open the place. I got the building a year prior to opening, and because I'm actually a full-time, employee in corporate America, I had to go at my own pace once again, and that's what's crucial to being an entrepreneur, going at your own pace, not allowing anyone to force you to move faster or to make you think that you're going too slow or you're not successful enough. You have to go at your own pace. I had to figure out, what color paint I wanted. After I understood what color paint I wanted, I had to find, the hardware that I wanted. That itself was a long, long venture. It took me long nights, long days, lots of hours, and lots of prayer in order to get to where I am today. Some people need assistance with, how to put things together. If they're going to a special event, a special occasion, an engagement, I'm here to help them with that. Also here at Le Bar, I offer classes. I like to do business seminars, bring entrepreneurs together throughout the city that, are struggling to get that customer base that they ideally want, or, understand the technique that they need to develop in order to improve their store, the look of their store, the feel of their store, the improvement of the quality of their products. That is the type of things you would learn in one of my business classes. Being a Black woman is hard. Running a business is hard, but when you don't look like everybody and when you're not like, when I'm dressed up, I get that respect. But when if in the normal, like when you're a hard-working person, you're not going to look like this all the time. You're not going to have your hair done all the time. Your makeup's not going to be done all the time. So you're going to be in your comfort zone. But so many people pass judgment already that's a X right there. And then when you're a Black woman, you face a situation where you have to defend yourself. You have to work harder. You have to put in that extra energy to support exactly what you're trying to do. So my mother was my absolutely best friend. She inspired me to really chase after anything I wanted. She showed me that there was no limit to anything. If you want it, like I want a Bentley. If I want a Bentley, I'm going to get a Bentley. Can I get it right now? No, I cannot. But I know I'm going to get it. She showed me that if you work hard for anything, then it was yours. I feel like everybody that we look up to, they had the same chance that we have today. And my mother, she worked hard. I saw how she cooked every day. She made sure that there was nothing that I would ever lack of. I was very spoiled. Everybody called me spoiled because there was nothing that I couldn't get between her and my father. They were still together when she passed away. Her strength continues to motivate me. Her courage continues to motivate me and push me. Her ability to be an amazing woman makes me have the presentation that I have today.
Loan protective sons. Oh, okay. What can I get for you? Hi, my name is Keisha Smith. The name of my business is Spectacular Spuds Inc. I've been in business. In October it'll be 7 years complete with that business. And I started my catering service in 2013 in July. So I started that one prior to starting Spuds. So I always wanted to be an entrepreneur since I was a kid. I always knew I wanted to go in the restaurant business. But I had a couple of the things I wanted to do, but just so happened this one panned out for me a little quicker. When I returned home, I was actually going to UMM at the time when I came up with the idea and the concept for Spuds. So it used to be a place called the Potato Patch that was here when we were kids in Flint, Michigan. It was located at the Windmill Place, and my grandmother would take us to get these big potatoes, and they had all this stuff on them. But it went out of business some years ago. So I kind of wanted to reinvent something that was here before, get people happy about their childhood, and get people jacked up about how Flint used to be. So, and I put my own spin on it as well. We have running a small business, even in here, you think, hey, it's small, it takes still a lot of work going into it. We have like tons of visitors. We have 30 to 40,000 people that comes in throughout the week, so the Flint Farmers Market is really, really good staple. You have that foot traffic, a lot of vans and good fruit and good wine and good potatoes. Can't forget the potatoes. I face some challenges, like as far as me being a black woman. I know that that's what it is. So I have like some things that happen to me I know don't happen to other people. So with difficulties running my business, with just running up against even things with inspections. You know what I'm saying? It could be the smallest thing. I get more hassles than some people, than some of my counterparts. But I just fight through it and just keep saying yes and keep going for it. You got to be strong, because this is a male-dominated field. You got to be real strong. I fight for whatever I need, so I'm pretty vocal. Well, one thing, I got a crazy background. So most people in the city of Flint know, and actually the state. I've even done some things nationally where people know my story. So I went to prison at one point. I was in federal prison. I sold marijuana when I was young, and I did 6.5. Well, I was sentenced to 6.5 years. I only did 4.5 years. And after I came home from prison camp, that's when I just kind of hit the ground running, because I was already a college student prior to all of the stuff that I went through. So I came back home. I finished at Mott Community College. I also obtained a degree at University of Michigan Flint. I actually started my business while I was still at that university of my senior year, which was pretty crazy, because I tell people don't do unless you just got that it factor, but I wouldn't recommend. But I did start my business during that time. I actually quit my job and leaped out on faith and started my business. So I think that differs me from a lot of people. Just my background, period. And then I do a lot of mentoring, and I do a lot of speaking events, and I'm basically doing it for free. I don't charge nobody to do any of that stuff, and I love to go out and give back in that way. So I've talked to everybody from older Presbyterians, that's just people that just go to church folks, down to young people at Job Corps. So I tackle any crowd, and I'm pretty relatable too, because I've been a single mother, I've been a struggling college student, I've been a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from the hood, so from the north side of Flint, so that don't hurt at all either. So I can relate to a lot of kids. So and I don't have a problem relating to them and them relating to me. Once they know that I have a little crazy background, so they figure I'm not judgy, I guess, which I'm not. So hopefully we open up in September. We've been working on it 2 years. Of course, COVID set us back a year, but we had to just keep going and maintaining, which is a great thing. God has been very good to me. So we actually on the cosmetics right now. The kitchen is done. The dish room is done. Bathrooms are almost done. So there's going to be a special edition that I haven't really told anybody about, but we've been working on a liquor license for quite some time now. So we pull this off. I'll be the only second black woman in Genesee County to own and operate one, and I'll be one of not that many women in Michigan to operate one. It's pretty rare. So cross your fingers that this happens, because that's a big freaking deal that we keep breaking down those doors. Sometimes people don't get it. Like, they think, oh no, a lot of black people just go and smoke up our asses. They haven't been through this, they haven't been through that. But it's harder when you go in, and like I was saying before, when you can't get along from the bank, or when you can't, or somebody can't see the vision, and you're thinking, man, I know it's gonna work, and it always takes that one person, And sometimes that one person won't look like you. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of people that helped me get where I'm at that didn't look like me. Some did look like me. And I'm thankful for them. Some didn't even have the resources that look like me. And some were defeated already that look like me. So that is a blessing in itself. And to know that some people really know, like, dang, this is what, in the 60s, we had more black-owned businesses in the 60s than we do right now. And it's because we were pushed out, so we were forced to like build our own communities and all those things. Because when people can't control you, what they can't control is what you can get. You know, so we can no longer control you. We push you into forced conditions, and then that's where like the red line anymore. The removal of the black father out of the household when the government wasn't willing to step in and help, but you couldn't be a married woman. You couldn't be a woman. You know, it was so many demographics. So we fight through all those things, and that would be like the ultimate goal, to be that pillar that takes that carries that torch, because you know, and it's not about just black women, it's about all women, because a lot of women are still being kept behind in a lot of areas. I mean, a lot of areas. And then when they say, oh, we're mean or we got attitudes, because we're not being recognized or we're not being thanked for the things that we do. And it's not even just, it can even go as far as being in the household. So I'm really representing for all those women that were semi-forgotten about, and you know, we continue to strive to be who we are. It's about what you want to put out in the world and what you want to do and what you want to inspire others to do.
We have more power than we know we have, than we believe that we have. But it's hard for a lot of women to take that step. We have to have more confidence in ourselves. We have to build each other up and not tear each other down. We have to work at bringing more into the community and more influence on our younger generation.